Hey you guys, my name is Aisha and I am an advocate for HIV. I'm also living with HIV, and I just wanted to talk and touch on a subject that is going to be considered unpopular. A lot of people truly do not understand how stigma truly affects those living with HIV. When we hear stigma, we immediately think that we're getting away from just terms that push us back. We're getting away from terms that label us as sick and that put us in a bubble that makes individuals believe that we are headed towards death or are dying. And a lot of people like to move from under stigmas. They don't want to be attached to certain stigmas. They mirror their lives completely different to what people think HIV truly is. And then you have those individuals that cling to that victim mentality. They cling to the notion of being sick. They cling to the notion of their lives heading towards death and essentially dying. And you have people that are able-bodied that are using programs and systems as a means to advance in life, but they're not actually taking the time to create any foundation. When you have people come to you and say things like, well, aren't if you positive, you can get Section 8, or, you know, I should be having a place to stay. People feel like just only being positive opens up a door of services and programs, and it's just not true. We're meeting people who are going out and are contracting HIV as a means for survival, but not realizing that their situation may not be like the person's situation who told them that, oh, you know, I got this free rent. But maybe they don't say that I'm also working, and which is how I qualified for this program. I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People only hear you can get a place to stay, you get rent, and it's just totally not like that. You know, you have people who are HIV positive and they have co-infections. They are dealing with so many other diseases and ailments that truly make them unable to work. And then you have individuals who are only HIV positive, and that is to them considered their sickness, their path to every program and service, and their path to be home, their path to not work, their path to not advance in life, their path to continue to partake in activities that are not conducive to their health, like using crack and cocaine. It's not conducive to your health. It actually does the opposite in what you need it to do for your, you know, for your body. It doesn't help. And people just get stuck and stagnant in that cycle, and they create this false sense of hope for individuals who are entering a new system, a system that does not have unlimited resources and funds, a system that does not have access to tenant-based programs like Section 8 and TBRV that provides that unlimited sourcing of income from rent each month. You know, there are people living and thriving with HIV. HIV does not make you sick, and it's time that people really start understanding HIV doesn't make you sick. I'm HIV positive. I'm not sick. I can work literally 80 hours a week if I wanted to, if I put my mind to do it. I know I can. There's nothing wrong with my body that HIV is doing to me to the point where I can't work and can't provide. Now, like I said, there are individuals who have many other things going on, but HIV itself does not give you a pass to sit around and think that your life is done. You get what I'm saying? I meet people all the time who are looking for the means and the resources to thrive. And then consistently I meet individuals who may not want that same thing. They just want the service or the program, but not necessarily to feel better. So I think that this is just a starting point for me on this topic. I just really wanted to get off my mind what I had on my mind, and just really bring a light and attention to how stigma really goes much deeper than just saying you're sick and you know, and just making people feel bad about themselves. Stigma truly has a deeper effect on how people truly live their lives. And then again, I mean, then some people, regardless, they just don't want to do nothing anyways. You know what I'm saying? That was me. But I remember years ago just not truly wanting to do anything, not really wanting to work. And just because I was positive, I'm thinking, shoot, I'm positive. I'm supposed to get a check. I'm supposed to have this coming in. I'm supposed to have that coming in. And I know how it feels. That's how I know. And that's how I just know it's an issue. You know, we meet people all the time with that entitled mind frame. I know people are meeting people with that entitled mind frame that is just only because I'm HIV positive, I should have this, that, and that. But they don't realize that that's how it works. And I think that we really just need to start bringing attention to just bad behaviors. We really need to start bringing attention to bad behaviors. We really just need to start bringing attention to that victim mentality. Like, I'm a survivor, I'm a warrior, I'm not a victim. And sometimes, like I said, it's not even about just being a victim. Sometimes it's just about being lazy. If I know you can do it for me, why am I gonna do it for myself? And honestly, that's how I used to be. If I don't want to go to work and not pay my rent, I know I can go to Hopple. Hopple's gonna pay. You get what I'm saying? And honestly, it just gets to a point where it's a cycle. You know, you get people that are coming in and they're doing that, but at some point you got to get out of the cycle. Like when you're 20 and 22, that's fine, but when you're like 40, at some point we have to break these cycles. We have to break those chains and just reinvent ourselves, our mind frame, the way we carry ourselves, the way we model our lives, and just want more, need more for ourselves. HIV does not mean disability. It does not mean disabled. HIV alone does not mean that. All it means is that you have a virus in your body, but it does not mean that you're disabled. If there's a person that's positive and only positive and no other ailments, taking their medication, doing what they're supposed to do, you can work and do everything you need to do to provide. But I don't know if I said everything how I should have said it, how I needed to say it in this video, but I hope it reaches somebody, and I hope it just makes sense, and I hope I said what I needed to say in the way I wanted to say it.